If you wanted to add a few more details such as images and text, you can also do that now. So I'm going to use the type tool. Just going to click over here and type in what I need to have on the box. To adjust that text, I could change sizes up here, but sometimes it's easier just to grab the selection tool and we can stretch that as we need to. If we hold shift while we do this, it makes sure it keeps the correct aspect ratio. If I let go of shift, you can see there I can really stretch things out a little bit. To rotate it to match my background box, I'm just going to simply put my mouse near the corner till I get the rotate symbol and start turning. Again, if I hold shift, it'll lock into specific degrees. So there we go, 90 degrees. Put that in the right spot. That's about the right size. To make sure it's exactly in the center, I'll just drag it to the right here for a moment. I'm going to select all those parts of that size, object, group. So that is now one object rather than individual lines. I'm now going to select my text and this object by holding down shift key. If I let go of shift and select that side again, you'll notice it gets a nice thick border around it. That's now my reference point. This object will not move at all. So if I come up here and use these objects horizontally aligned, you'll notice my text move there. I can also click this one to align it center that way, and now my text is perfectly in the center of that side. I want to add an image now, so I'm going to go File, Place, and find the image that I want to add. In this case here, this image I've downloaded has all this extra white space, which might get in the way when I try to shrink it down onto my part. So what I'll do is I'll create a simple rectangle, and I'll draw it around the part that I want to keep. Over here I'll switch those colors so it's a black border. If I need to change anything, I can just click up here to make sure that there is no fill. Using my selection tool, I can adjust that a little bit. Now I want to select that box I just created and the original image using shift or dragging a box around my parts. Go up to Object, choose Clipping Mask and Make. And that'll clip my image according to that box I made. So I'm going to shrink that down a little bit, holding shift to keep the same ratio. I also want to rotate it, again holding shift to make sure I get to my 90 degrees. And I'm going to drag this to make sure it's actually inside my red border. Okay, so that's going to fit. So I'll quickly just drag that out, select all these lines, group them up, select my Iron Man image, again clicking the side so the side does not move and my image will align to the side. And I'm going to use my horizontal align center and vertical align center to put that image right in the center of that side. Now I've done everything onto that box, it's ready to laser cut. So all I simply need to do is come up to File, Save As, and making sure I save it as an Adobe Illustrator file and give it a name that I can remember. Great idea here would be to use your name so you can find it quick and easy on the network drive. When you hit save, you'll get this little options box coming up. Do not need to change anything here, just simply click OK. And now your file has been saved on the network drive, ready to open up on the laser and to laser cut it.